Good luck.
You got this, you got this.
They're gonna try to knife you if you win this. Turn, keep turning! Whoa!
Let's go!
Idiots! Get fucked, idiots!
That was so
You're trash!
good.
Please, somebody clip that. Actually, clip that from me.
Defending C all by yourself. Ouch. Why did you hit me with the chopsticks? Thank you. Yay, chips and chopsticks. Chips and chopsticks. What? Chips and chopsticks. They're barbecue. Thanks for asking.
So
Okay.
they are towards A.
Okay. I have a question. Do I like bait a little? Do I wiggle a little? Do I pretend I'm going in a little? Okay. No, we're not gonna do that. Silver could take care of herself. You know what? I'm greedy. I want 6. I'll just play very far away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, period. Please don't ult me. Okay, period. And this is why I picked Tarek. This is exactly why I picked him. Just because I didn't want that to happen. Phew. That was scary. Walk, walk, fashion baby, work it, move that crazy walk, walk, fashion baby, work it, move that crazy walk, walk, fashion baby, work it, move that crazy walk, walk, passion baby, work it, I'm a free baby. Watch everything. I'm just throwing Q, bro. Holy shit, she is running. She is running. She is absolutely running. Holy, she went straight. She didn't even hesitado potato. She is just... I'm so good at this game. I'm keeping everyone alive. She's a track star. She's a runner to the track star. Yep, I did that. You're welcome, team. All me, baby. Oh shit. Hey, big boy. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay, MF. Yeah, show him. Tell him. Don't be rude. Holy. Before bot as usual. Silly Billies. That silly guy. He thought he could just finesse me. Ugh, silly guy.
I'm so sorry. This stage is like fighting everything.
Okay. We love a girly who stands on business.
Oh my gosh. Kill them all! Kill them all!
Period.
Spike down B.
Oh!
Oh my god.
She might be with her. Oh, never mind. She's there.
Oh.
Do we have spike?
Yeah, we do. It's in the corner.
Player
Oh.
standing.
It's where Omen is behind, over that wall.
Okay, okay.
Not that it matters.
Seconds left.
Oh my god! Hi everyone. I have to make a thumbnail still.
Oh my god.
But thank you for coming in. Hi Gore. Hi Trap. Thank you for the lurk. Hi 100. Thank you for the party. Please drink, everyone. I'm also doing laundry, so that's cool. And how is everyone?
Oh.
My gosh. I just had to. I just had to.
I'm
She
excited
did
that
to
we're gonna be
me. She
playing
did that to me. I had to do it.
our first visual novel of the festival. Yeah! Chap says, I don't know which one is clip or which one is the streamer. I think they're all clips.
Man, there's nothing
Smile?
here for
You
me.
don't hear me? It's all in your head? It's all in your head?
There's
Oh
absolutely
boy.
nothing for me.
I do think it is funny when, like, you can't tell which one's which. Ever have like
Goodbye.
the VOD playing and then like your friend joins the call and you're just like,
Goodbye.
whoa. That's how I feel. Whoa. Like you can't tell. Or you ever edited your
You and the
video with
boys
a
try to
friend
flirt with me?
in the VC and you're
Stay
like, you're
away
like, did you just
now."
ask me a question? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't sure if that was you or the video. Man, there's a lot of league clips. Woo! The heel! I wish I knew how to edit. Me too.
The heel
Me
saved
too.
Oh my god.
Okay.
go.
Today we're gonna be playing our first visual novel
So
game.
good.
But I have to do something really quickly. I hope everyone's doing good. I guess I could go to the
character.
the screen maybe.
Character.
Oh my gosh. The 15th streak? That's crazy. Welcome to another wonderful, beautiful, magical Ashley stream. Boom bam boom bam shlam. I need to post a thumbnail, but I figured while I do that we can chit chat. Hi everyone. We don't have a lot of time, honestly, so we might have to speedrun a little bit. I know I'm like kind of just not going very fast. But maybe I should be like picking up the pace. How's everyone? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out which image to use. What do you mean by thumbnail? It's like I do like little posts. Do little posts on Twitter that I'm live and they have thumbnails. And then sometimes I recycle the thumbnail for my VOD thumbnail. It just depends. I think we might though. We'll find out. I hope everyone's doing good. How are you? I am doing okay. I'm a little tired. I feel like I'm just busy. So busy. I'm a little tired, but I'm sure once we like start, I'll rev up, you know? I'm warming up. I'm being social. Work was fine. Work was good. I won a silly speaker. I won a silly prize at work because I performed well. And that's really funny. I think my horoscope did say that I was gonna get recognized at work, which is really funny. So Ashley got a silly speaker, which is really funny. Hi, Positive, welcome in. So that's what happened at work. And then I had like 2 other people just act kind of bizarre and strange with me at work. I had this one person maybe I had 3 people. I am like, I don't even know. So the first person was weird because they like, I don't know about you guys, but you know, to be like respectful, you know, of everyone, not just people who celebrate Christmas. I say happy holidays, right? You know, it's inclusive. I had someone today just be like, by the way, Christmas came first. I was just like, okay. And then he's like, I'm just joking. And I'm like, were you though? Also, was that a joke? I don't think he was joking. I think he just, I don't even know. I feel like it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre when people get offended when you say like happy holidays. I assure you, it's not that deep. I assure you it's not that deep when I say it. Not everyone celebrates Christmas, you know? We just try to be inclusive here. So that was the first weirdo. The first weirdo I experienced. The first weird experience I had today. And then the second experience I had today, I don't even know, dude. This guy is so strange. He like was talking to me today, and I don't even know what he was on about. He was just talking. He was just talking about something. I wasn't paying attention. And then he like pulls out all of this money, and I'm just like, what is going on? And he's like, look at all my money, and I'm like, bills, and I was just like, oh, like, there you go. I was just like, I don't know what to say to this. There you go, dude. Like, good for you. Good for you. I don't even like. He was like trying to like flex his money. Isn't that weird? I thought that was so weird. I was so like, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to someone when they just pull out like a stack of money? Also, like I know we're not in California, but like, isn't that like kind of like you could get robbed or something? Isn't he like afraid of flaunting? I guess that's what he was doing, right? He was flaunting his money around, I guess. But like, sir, like I am a small Asian lady. Like, what are you? By the way, he has a wife. He said he has a wife. So I don't know why you're like trying to flaunt your money in front of this tiny Asian girl. Like, what is the purpose? What is the point? Isn't that weird? That's the second weirdo I experienced today. I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, good job. Like, what do you say when this dude just brings a block of money into your face? And I'm just like, that's good for you, sir, but like, what do I say? I don't know. Okay, and then the third guy that I experienced today, that's such a crazy statement. The third guy that interacted with me today, he didn't actually do anything crazy. Okay, maybe it is crazy, but he didn't do anything maliciously. I don't think it was malicious. But this guy, it was like an older gentleman with his wife, I'm pretty sure. I don't think, maybe, okay. Okay, maybe it was maybe it was bad. I'm not sure. Here, I'll just explain the situation. And maybe, in my head, right, it's not bad. But now looking back at the situation, maybe it was bad. Not too bad. Nothing crazy. But there's this guy. That I interacted with today. He was with his wife. And it was so funny. I don't even remember. I think I was like helping them out or explaining something. And this guy, okay, they're both like older adults. This guy, he's I'm sorry, but he was white, and then his wife, right? His wife was Asian, and like I feel like Asians are pretty rare. They're a rare commodity where I'm at, right? And so I was like, oh, that's cute. They're a couple. Okay, and then I was explaining something to him, and this guy, he like, I don't even know. I'm getting like scared now talking about it. He like put his hand behind my back, and it like freaked me out so much that I like jolted upward. I think like once he felt me jolt, he put his arm back down. But it was really funny because I was like, whoa, he's touching me. I was like, why is this older man touching me? Oh my gosh. I feel like I'll just never get used to that. I'll never ever get used to people just like randomly touching me. I don't, maybe it was bad, but in my little pea brain head, I don't think it was malicious. I think he was just being friendly, but like, maybe don't touch me. My gosh, these men, bro. These men just think they can just touch me. Stop. Don't touch me. No touchy. I don't like it. What is going on? And that was the 3 very bizarre interactions I had today. You know, what a life. What a life. What a life. Oh, and that's all I got for you guys. Also, I guess the only other update I have is I am a proud plant owner now. Yep. Can we get a round of applause? Yep. I am a proud plant owner now. I have a baby. I have a baby. I'm gonna be so honest. I think the plant is gonna cure all of my problems. I think the plant is gonna cure my weird desire and like lack of growth to just like take care of something, because I feel like that is definitely something that I am missing, or I don't even know, lacking. I'm so used to like taking care of like a family member or a dog or a person, and I don't have that anymore. So I think the plant is gonna fix all of my problems, and I will love and cherish this plant, and hopefully it doesn't die. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really the best plant mama, so hopefully she doesn't die. And that is all of the Ashley updates for today. Today, I guess in general, right? Hi everyone, my name is Ashley. I'm a cute pink magical girl VTuber and anime artist. I draw mostly digital art for streamers, specifically VTubers or anyone that loves anime. And I love my job. It's a fun time. I've also drawn VTuber models, and currently I am participating in the Choose Wisely Festival hosted by Studio Efua. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But the Choose Wisely Festival is a choice-based narrative games celebration focused on featuring the delightful craft of branching narratives. And I would just like to generally state a big thank you to all the developers reaching out and trusting my platform to review their games. Today's game is going to be Night Case Files. I have a little description here. Thank you so much to Liz from the Kaguya project for sending me the full game. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll have enough time to review the entire game, but we can get a little taste of it, and honestly, I think it's gonna be great. So it's a beautiful game, honestly. Night Case Files is a dark fantasy procedural set in the Phoenix Kingdom, a land inspired by 19th century Europe. The story features a young knight coming of age while burdened with a dark secret, a gender-bending alchemist who knows more than they should, and a necromantic plot, I think that's how you say it, that started in the days of the kingdom's foundation, plus a cast of side characters with vivid and deep personalities and histories. I categorized this game. Let's see what I categorize it at. I categorize it as a visual novel. It's really cute, and then it has elements of dark fantasy. So I'm excited. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off my Choose Wisely Festival selections with a visual novel. I just, I didn't even intend this to happen, but every single game in the Choose Wisely Festival is all visual novels. Every single one of them. They're all visual novels. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? Except for the first day, which was yesterday. Yesterday, the first day, we just played some silly games. The games were kind of silly, honestly, and I love them. I'm so happy I got a chance to play those games. Thank you again to everyone who reached out and asked if I could review their games. It's been fun so far. I've only played two games so far, and this is my third one. And I think that is it. Is there anything else I should know or I should say? I will be streaming ideally every day, unless something happens. The schedule is posted on Twitter and my Discord. If you are curious on the games I'm playing, or if you want to play the games themselves. I guess I should mention the game. the game, how much the game is. So Nightcase Files, there is a demo that you can download for free. If you do want to buy the game is $14.99. Yeah, and that is the game we will be focusing on today. Very, very beautiful. It's a very beautiful game. For those of you who don't know, one of my dreams is to work on a visual novel. One day I will work on a visual novel. Mark my words, mark my words. So this is why I'm such a big visual novel fan. I really, really enjoy these types of games. I love dating sims. I love I love it when they voice act too. And this game actually has partial voice acting. Gorgeous Japanese partial voice acting, reactions and dialogue. And the hero, I guess, is it's a gender bender, so I think it's gonna be both male and female, which is really cool. You don't really hear stories about that, really. Hi Toaster, welcome in. Can I make a psychological dating sim? It's in the works, truly. I actually had someone that was supposed to write me a visual novel, but then it never happened. Maybe I'll like peer pressure them to get it done. Hi Wrecking Ball, welcome in. Yeah, I was trying to have a visual novel made for my birthday. It didn't end up happening. Maybe we'll try again. I think it's a little ambitious to say for my debut, but why don't we set the goal for my debut, and then if it doesn't work out, we push it to another day, another time. My next birthday. My next birthday. That could be it. We could just try again on my next birthday. How about that? You can make me a visual novel. Bet. I'll take any volunteers if they actually do want to write the visual novel or, build it. I have to do one more thing. But how's everyone? That was my day. I hope you enjoyed the crazy stories. Yep. I have some crazy interactions, that's for sure. Why does that happen to me? I don't know, guys. But they're a little goofy, and at least because I experienced the weirdness, you get a story on my stream. Yes? You're welcome. Enjoy. I feel like a lot of the things that I experienced in life that is just kind of weird, I always say, I'm like, at least my chat will enjoy this. At least my chat will eat this up. So I hope that is true. I hope that is true. Okay, we're almost done with this thumbnail. Thank you for waiting. Please tell me about your day. I would love to hear about it. It's going to be a PowerPoint slide. Hey, have you seen the visual novels that are PowerPoint slides? They're actually really good. And honestly, I might need to resort to that, Might need to do that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. I think we will do this. Boom, bam, slam. We're almost ready. Thank you for holding. do, 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 do. But work was fine. I feel like work was like a little long, but I also didn't have any coffee today, so maybe that's why it just felt like forever. It felt like forever. It felt like I was just there existing, blinking, breathing, and nothing was happening. Time was moving so slow. Oh my gosh. Yes, waiter, more story. More story. I don't have any other story. That's all I did today. Honestly, I went to work. I ate leftovers. All I did was eat leftovers. My leftovers was rice, cabbage, and meat. Then I put an egg, because when you put an egg in something, if you put an egg in any meal, it becomes breakfast, right? Right? If you just add an egg to any meal, it becomes breakfast. So I just put an egg on my leftovers, and then I ate the same leftovers when I got home. I know, crazy. It's so crazy. I love leftovers. I love not thinking about what to eat. And it was very good. And then I ate a brownie. And you know what I had today? I had a banana protein cold foam matcha. That's what I had today. It was very delicious. Very yummy. Let's see. You know what? I actually don't even know. This I don't even know if this game's a dating sim. I know it's a visual novel. I don't think it's a dating sim, but maybe. I don't think it's a dating sim. I actually really like dating sims. Oh, I wish we had more dating sims. I think we do though throughout the week. So, too many words. Yeah, too many words. It was good though. I love a drink. I think I need coffee though. I think I need coffee. I need some coffee in my system. Oh my gosh. Okay, finally a visual novel. That's what we will call the tweet. I'm so sorry this took forever. Okay. But yes, without further ado, let us get to this game. Yay! Thank you for being here, everyone. I hope you enjoy. Let's see. Before reading the story, this visual novel is for a 12+ audience. Dang, 12+. Contains some fantasy, violence, combat, death, horror, drinking, and smoking. Contains romantic depictions of kissing, including LGBT+. Okay. The story is fictional. All characters and events described in this story are fictitious. What a word. Any resemblance to an actual person living or deceased is entirely coincidental. Any resemblance or correspondence to places, names, persons, or past persons, products, or legal entities is coincidental and unintended. I love a disclaimer. You need to go grow. Wait, what? You need my grown adult to watch over me? That's crazy. There's no shot. There's no shot. There's a minor in this chat. Let's see. Check the operational method. What does that even mean? Sub-stories can be viewed after clicking the main story. We're just gonna read the main story. I actually don't know what the first one even means. Let's see. People talk. Oh. They're speaking! They're speaking to me! I'm a fast reader. Do you guys care if I'm a fast reader? Don't steal from others, for example, or don't damage public property. Common sense is derived from laws, religion, cultural customs, and 1,000 other facets of society. As long as everyone agrees on the common sense built on those beliefs, no one will cause harm. But there is a deep flaw in the following common sense. When everyone follows the rules rigidly, curiosity withers, and new ideas and discoveries become rare. What people see as normal change every day until the old norms collapse, and that's how it's always been. Do you think I'll lose my voice by the end of this week? Can you dub it? Yeah. The common sense of today will change, shifting and warping into the new common sense of tomorrow. What seemed reasonable will be strange, but what was strange will be reasonable. Oh my goodness gracious. Snaps. But who decides what is allowed to change and what is not? I am in a carriage at sunset somewhere where thick clouds are blown by the wind. I think about common sense. Okay, education. As I look at the scenery outside. We are traveling in this carriage towards the residence of the Duke of Dirk. The Duke was accused of conspiracy to seize power using an imposter to impersonate his daughter. Hello? Weird. He had a fake daughter? As a knight of the Royal Guard, I'm going undercover to obtain evidence of this. Among Us? Sus? Until a few hours ago, I was nervous. I'm not working as a bodyguard for this mission. But that doesn't matter now. Oh my gosh. I'm more curious about the person in front of me. Oh gosh. Shaten Dunkelheit. Is that how you say it? A knight of the Capital Guard. My ego? I love my ego. She's hot. A handsome man with dark hair and blue eyes, white dragon? Seductive with his words, regardless of the gender of his part. Damn! He's got riz, chat. He's got riz. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've recently discovered handsome man with dark hair is my type. I've recently discovered this. Blue eyes, couldn't care about that. Could not care about that. I'm not looking at your eyes. I'm looking at your elo. I'm looking at your League of Legends account. I'm looking at your KDA. I'm looking how many pentas you have. He is notorious for always choosing blonde partners in their 20s or 30s. That's oddly specific for the narrator to know. Seto Kaiba mentioned? Does Seto Kaiba have blue eyes? Am I dumb? Wait, actually, does he? Fact checked? Mods? You might consider him frivolous, a knight who is solely driven by his desires. Oh my god, we're really laying it thick. This is the beginning of the game. We're really laying it thick. But it's quite the opposite. He's a serious man with a great sense of justice. He wouldn't be here otherwise. Did you hear his voice? Colonel Lich must really want me dead. He's terrible. But what can I do? He's far too cheerful. Shatten smiles as if he's enjoying this. How can he laugh like that when they've ordered to play the role of a decoy? He's risking his life. In my whole life, I've never seen anyone so happy after being ordered to face death. I can't help but wonder why he keeps smiling when he may soon have his life and ego extinguished. You can never extinguish my ego, chat. Just try me. What is it, William? Our eyes meet. I don't know what to say, so I smile back. Well, I was thinking this might be fun. It certainly will be fun. Do you trust men who have their chest out like this? Be honest with me. Shatan crosses his arms again. Still, it'd be better if you don't come any closer to this side. This is what happens to people who stray from common sense. So desu ka. Yeah, I know. I'm sure Shatan will die tonight. Jeez Louise. He looks happy to have a purpose and place to die. Uh-huh. My god, this art is so pretty. Lich Phoenix, the commander of the Knights of the Royal Guard, intends to do the same. He gave me the order to protect Shatan's corpse. My orders don't make sense to me, no matter how many times I think about them. Is he gonna be... I have a theory. A game theory, if you will. Is he gonna die and then we bring him back to life? And then we you know... and then he becomes our zombie boyfriend? Period? Even after the mission plan was explained to me, I still couldn't understand. This is literally me. Even though you guys told me what we were doing, I still don't get it. Smile? I look out the window again. So dramatic. The clouds, which has been tinged with the fiery covers of the setting sun, have lost their color and turned ashy gray. It'll rain soon. I don't want to die, unlike Shatan. I have nothing to risk my life for. But I may be a little envious of him for the person he wants to be. Ooh, I got a Steam checkpoint. I know the blackened blood of the unbleeding dead. I know the static blades of the unmoving dead. I know the decay and dust of the unbreathing dead. This is so dramatic. I know the laminations of the unspeakable dead. Dead, dead, dead. I know the fate of an untimely death cannot change the unfortunate dead. But I believe there is meaning to be found in life for the fortunate living. However, the only thing a man so deep into... Why did he just have his period? Whoa. However, the only thing a man so deep in death can offer is a painless end to those who are about to die. Assaulting a corpse is a terrible act, second only to an execution. Assaulting a corpse? What are we doing? They call him the corpse killer. Dun dun dun. This is the story of the knight who sinned against common sense. Chapter 1. Those who long for normalcy. William's POV. Present Palace Research Kitchen. Kitchen? Oh! The music just got a lot nicer. The Duke of Dirk and the Lady of Marguerite impersonation case. The ephemeral Silver Lady died a year ago. All newspapers are sensationalists, aren't they? I read the morning paper aloud as I bask in the sunlight pouring into the kitchen. This has been part of my daily routine since joining the Royal Guard. Those who long for normalcy, like a me song or something. I love me a me song. I know you didn't say me song, but that's what I read because of my astigmatism. A me song. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Magical flora are used regularly as magical catalysts and as a component of medicines. Reports claim that the prince hikes for magical flora were due to crop failures or fires. I feel like our games have a common theme of flowers. However, the truth is that they were caused by a duke with a penchant for paganism. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm educated, chat. I don't think I know any of these words. I think I've been out of school for too long. Who are you? He has another. Do we trust open chest characters? But he has a little mole in his eye, so certainly he's a good character. Leon says, Will, you're getting much better at reading. Dang, I'm not. As I read the complicated text, the kitchen manager, oh, hello, kitchen manager, approaches, preparing a second batch of dough for the day. Yummy. His name is Leon. He's 23. Holy. Who teaches His Majesty and likes to bake bread. Oh my gosh. I met Leon in this kitchen about 6 months ago when I got lost in the palace. We hit it off and became close friends. I would love to be friends with a baker who makes bread. Yes, sir. I would like some bread. You know, fun fact, I actually like bread so much, I could eat it by itself with nothing on it. Because I just like bread that much. Bread is just that yummy. Too many big words? You're telling me. Rude? Of course I could read this. Soka? That sounded so crazy. 6 months ago, you could barely read any of the harder words. Well, I couldn't remember anything that wasn't used in the arms trade. So you just admit you couldn't read properly. Well, you sure know a lot for a baker. Are you really a commoner? Ooh, savage. The shade has been thrown. I'm a baker, but I was born in the palace. That's how I know everything. Oh. If you're not clever, you won't be able to serve His Majesty. So Leon is a rich boy playing poor. Okay, good to know. Baker with the hard R. Baker. Wait, I can scroll? Whoa, I'm sorry. I did not know I could scroll. I can scroll the dialogue. I've been clicking the dialogue, but I can scroll. Anyway, how much of the paper did you get? Leon I can't do this. I need to click it. Leon let out the dough because I don't like it when the letters. This is a fun fact. A fun random fact. Oh my gosh, a fun random fact. I don't like it when the letters are like slowly typing. I need my brain. I love reading fast, so I just need it in front of me. Leon let the dough rest and starts to write something on the paper. I don't know much about cooking, but it looks like he's experimenting with fermentation using a new type of yeast. I think I understand half of it. Are you okay? You're the Knight of the Royal Guard, and you participated in that investigation, right? You weren't slacking, were you? I like how we're like so far from the actual plot. We're now just flirting with Leon, the baker. This is a baker now. I did my job properly. It's just there are so many titles and things. I always need to check the guides to remember them all. It's hard to remember the titles, knights, and nobility besides. Oops. As a noble title in the office, the name of someone is important. When a person gets power, they also have a new name or title. I understand, that's normal. You need to remember everyone's name and face. The Royal Guard protects royalty and guests, right? A knight needs to know who he's protecting. Why is this baker telling us how to protect as a knight? Go back to the kitchen. Go back in the kitchen and make bread. There's no older women. I think that's where the gender bending comes in. Trust. There's nothing Leon doesn't know. Somehow he even knows the knights. Maybe he has friends other than me who are knights? Dang.
よく聞け。
Since I know everything, would you like me to help bridge your gaps? Yes, I'd appreciate it. Is he like a baker,
違います。
but also like, is he like a baker, but also like just super skilled assassin? You know, like those characters that are like mundane job, but then they just destroy things. Do I need to read everything? I think it'll be easier if I just react. The Phoenix clan is one of several long-lived tribes in the world. They turn to what? They turn to ashes every 500 years, but they're reborn and live for eternity. Okay. Physically, they're similar to. Oh, he's talking about an actual phoenix. I thought he was talking about like a clan of people, and I was like, "What do you mean they live for like 500 years and they die?" Humans are short-lived species distributed throughout the subcontinent. We have the largest population and average life expectancy about 70 years. Dang, 70 years. I do think the longevity of human life is kind of amazing, isn't it? Sure, in the past, the things are unrealistic now. They were ordinary everything. Unthinkable, considerably pedestrian. Phoenix clan and immortality are real.
Leon.
I see there's a theme going on. There's a theme going on here. Like, so we're definitely gonna bring that man who is dead alive. Definitely. Have you met a phoenix, chat?
Oh.
What? Leon has met a phoenix?
そうだろう。
Huh? I've never met a phoenix. As an eye of the royal guard, I see members of the phoenix clan all the time, but it doesn't seem real. Seeing them feels like a bad
そう
dream.
か。
Wait, so I guess there is humans that live for 500 years? I'm confused.
さて、
Iridescent phoenix.
他にも
There are other famous families? I guess they are.
ありがとう。
Okay, if they're like a phoenix clan though, does that mean they actually live or they don't live for that long? I'm trying to like understand, like, is it like conceptually they live for 500
Okay.
years, or do they actually live for 500 years?
つまり
You know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should really read it instead of just like speed reading it. The human life force is made of magical power, just like me for real. How much one has varies by race individual. Dang. So not all races and individuals are equal in this world. That's crazy. It is tied to their lifespan. I wonder how, so magic power ties to lifespan. Other traders dealt in magic flora, but the Duke had most of trade. Personal reasons.
レオン。なんどう
Why
し
does
て
the Duke of Dirk have so much influence over the trade? True.
それは
My audiobook? Did you want me to read every single line? I will. I just don't think
Whoa.
it's necessary. I think it's fun to just react. And just TLDR it. The magic in the body is related to life
も
expectancy.
しかして
Is the Duke of Dirk? I can't read
Sure.
this. Is he a magician? I was gonna say musician. In this day and age, I don't think so. If he was a magician, it would have been a bigger problem. I remember the incident. The incident 7 days ago when... Oh my god, what happened here? I clicked something. Oh, keyword! Oh, they have definitions. 7 days ago when we were the Knights of the Royal Guard. What is this? Is this like more lore? Oh my gosh, there's so much lore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I recall the guards were private knights and hired mages. You can't read? Okay. I bet the Duke's corruption and downfall was triggered by a strong desire.
すごいな
Leon, you know a lot about this stuff, especially the intricacies of royal and nobility.
そうだ
You can't survive here if you don't even know the basics. When Leon says that, his pain is evident. Perhaps he has duties outside of teaching his majesties.
お前
It's hard. You're just supposed to be a civilian who bakes bread. Period. Tell him,
そう
Willem.
だな
Tell him you better stop shading me, Leon. Go bake some bread. It would be better if I could just bake bread all the time. I look at the freshly baked bread on the table. Leon's mouth-watering pastries. They're filled with sweet jam. Ooh, I kind of want some dessert now. Whoa, Leon's looking too pretty right now. Relax. This is your reward for today. Eat as much as you want. I take the bread and bring it to my mouth. Ordinary citizens of the capital can't afford such luxuries every morning. Aw, look at them eat.
今日も柔らか
Oh, I want bread now. Today, yes, today the bread is also soft and delicious. The strawberry jam is out of season, but it's still available. Long live the king. Wow, cute.
ビールなら
Look at the little bread like border right here. I'm not just your tutor, I'm also a top-notch baker. It's good to see you eating with gusto. Because it is so good. I'm so happy we can read these words and they're not all like advanced languages. You can eat all the bread you want, but I want you to read the paper out loud while I'm working. And that's why I'm reading the paper. Leon has a lot of information at his disposal because of his job as a palace baker. But he doesn't have a lot of time on his hands because he has to cook. That is when I, a literate knight, came along. It's too bad I can't eat your pastries unless we're on night duty. If I was on duty here, I could eat them all the time.
そうか
I see. So you don't stand guard at the royal palace, you just stand guard at Shane Castle, don't you? That's right, it's quiet and not too crowded, but it's not always calming since Commander Lich and Franz are there. The Knights of the Royal Guard have two bases. One is here in the actual Royal Palace, the other is Shane Castle, also known as Old Royal Palace. Shane Castle was once home to the royal family and is still has some of that beauty. Some knights stay in Shane Castle because there isn't enough space in the palace, but some are there for personal reasons. You get nervous, Will? You don't seem like the type. Anyone will get nervous if their life is in danger. Frickin' silly Leon. He doesn't get it, bro. He doesn't get that we die sometimes. I mean, I could be killed at any moment, so I think it's understandable. Leon's laughing at us for being scared of death. That's crazy. Haha, your life's in danger? From what I've heard, Franz is like a meddling father who loves his daughter.
Ah.
Exactly. Franz is a good man. I respect him as a gentleman. But sometimes I worry a little. He shares a room with me, and I can be overbearing. Just as a parent does. Wait a second. I thought this was Leon. There's another pink-haired guy. Franz Dietrich Ahrens is a 40-year-old, 40-year-old ace knight in the Royal Guard. I hope when I'm 40 I look like this. He's kind, reliable, and pleasant. He also a loving father who adores his 6-year-old daughter. I was doing math in my head. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. He doesn't look like it, but he's one of the 5 greatest masters of the combat arts of the country. My gosh. The previous king recognized his skills and gave him a bracelet with the royal crest. Now he is my instructor and partner in missions. He is? Dang, lucky. Wouldn't you want like one of the best people to be your partner when fighting? I would. Just like me in League, where it's like I would love the best the best ADC support, you know? I think he would get along very well with my father. He's quiet. Your father? I'd like to meet him. I'll invite you to my parents' house if you'd like to meet him, but I think you'd end up intimidated. Whoa. You're not that scary. I'm more like my mother. If I was like my father, I wouldn't be your friend, would I? Is he that cold? Wow. His nickname is Warrior Dwarf. It's quite an apt name. What's what does apt nickname mean? My father's a good blacksmith and a good mechanic. Children used to call him Dwarf because of his old wounds and poor posture. But he likes it. He says it's because dwarves are synonymous with blacksmiths in fairy tales. Apt means like fitting. Is that like an actual word? Wow. I must be illiterate. I guess I don't know anything. I need to read more books. I don't know any of these words. So Commander Lich is a beautiful fair-haired man. I thought he was gonna say maiden. Fair-haired maiden, right? He is the king's old teacher. They say when he stands side by side, the commander is the one who looks like royalty. You should be careful. It's a bit rude to say that. Perhaps. Oh my gosh. Commander Lich is a very glamorous and beautiful man. He is. He could be described as delicate, with a handsome face or a beautiful woman dressed as a man. His long golden hair. You could tell this game is for me. The men look like women. Period. That's what I like. That's my type. That's my type. His golden hair pulled back in a single knot goes very well with the pure white uniform of the Royal Guard. But he only looks delicate. Oh, what is he really like? I love how they're just gossiping about, like, they're just talking about the characters, and this is the introduction. You're gonna play League? Have some fun, League. There's no older women? You gotta wait for the gender bending! You didn't... Oh my gosh. You're so impatient. Just because you don't have instant gratification. Oh, too bad. You don't get women right away. You gotta wait for the gender bending! He's the embodiment of fear and awe, in my opinion. You can tell the people who worship Commander Lich don't know his true nature. Date? He gets very serious during close combat, then tries to kill you with a big smile on his face. Just like me in League. Smile? I see, that is scary. I can describe him as princely, but only in terms of his appearance. It's considered bad form to express feelings of joy in the face of missions and instances of combat. Even if you ignore the unfortunate trait, he's still a combat maniac. It's like the saying that roses have thorns. I've talked about him with my comrades, and they just say he's not like that, or they like that about him. Do they respect him too much to notice? Maybe Commander Lich thinks it's okay to show you his true personality. I've never heard any strange rumors about him myself. As Leon says that, he hands me a paper bag. It smells like freshly baked bread. Ooh, bread. Ooh, he'll have bread for dinner. Oh, that sounds good. I love bread. I take the bag from Leon's hands. He's a good friend. I have a good food, and I'm saving money, so I'm happy. Just like me, for real. My priorities are in check with this man. Poor Commander Lich. He lost my bread. Of course he loses. He's so demanding. Huh? He always wants what he doesn't have, and he does things that could wreck what he wants. It's been 6 months since I joined the Knights of the Royal Guard and got involved with Commander Lich. The commander is definitely scary, but recently I've noticed that intimidation is kind of clumsy. I feel like he threatens and pressures others because he doesn't have a diplomatic personality. To me, it seems like he's just trying to get attention. He wants it, but he doesn't know how to get it without being a pain. Leon, do you even know the commander? Yes, I'm His Majesty's mentor. It's only natural that you know the Royal Guard. Oh, I see. That's right. Leon smiles as he looks at me, and when he's like this, it's usually because he knows something I don't. But he wouldn't tell me when I asked him, so I won't mention it. Changing the subject. You were at the crime scene, weren't you? Yes. Did you find out what the paper said about the cult the Duke participated in? That I've been ordered not to say anything, so just take heed of what you read in the papers. I see. Although Leon works at the Royal Palace, I can't say anything. The cult is under investigation. Not the cult. Whoa! Look, it's crazy how Toaster left and then there's a lady. Yep, that's what you get for leaving. The body of the young lady was placed in a glass coffin in the basement of the chapel. That's not weird at all. It's giving Snow White. The coffin was filled with clear liquid. Whoa. Liquid made from the pressed magical flora. That was strange. That was strange. In the Phoenix Kingdom, we practice cremation. Everyone, regardless of class, cremates their dead. We imitate the Phoenix clan in the hope that they will be resurrected after death. So it has to be a heretical practice. The corpse was strange. It's like a puppet, or as if the soul has already left the body and gone somewhere else. I infiltrated the Duke of Dirk's mansion to expose his evils and identified the corpse of Lady Marguerite Latcher. Is that the girl that they're trying to impersonate? My first impression of the corpse was that this was inhuman. What are you thinking about so hard? Sorry, I was thinking about the Duke's dead daughter. Oh, the fragile silver-haired lady, the beauty of the world or something. Do you feel sorry for her? I don't know. You don't know? Yeah, you never know what's in other people's hearts. When I heard she was very ill before she died, I thought it must have been hard for her. But it's also possible that she didn't feel it was a hardship. She didn't say so, you know? What else do you think, Will? They encouraged me to keep thinking. He's older than me, but there are times when I feel like he has a dignity that cannot be explained by age. I feel like I'm leaking investigative information, but my intuition tells me it would be better to go with him. I'll just give him my opinion. Don't tell anyone what I'm going to say. I don't want to be accused of leaking information. I don't want people to think I'm weird. They just think I'm a commoner who joined the Royal Guard. I love the poor to rich trope. I don't care what others think of me, so it should be fine. However, I don't want people around me to get in trouble. Fine, I won't get anyone in trouble. After receiving a firm response, I speak. Her face was soft in death. I love how he's like, I'm not gonna tell him. And then he's like, you'll keep a secret, right, bestie? That's literally me. I'm always like, you can't, like, I'm not gonna say anything out of respect for the other party. And then I just like end up saying it. Her face was soft in death, not peaceful, but that's the impression she gave me. She wanted to die. That's crazy. Well, that's what I think. Leon smiles a little and cracks a big grin. You're a funny guy, you know that? Is that how you see me? I think so. I'd hate not to see you at the palace, so you better work hard as a knight. Knight, huh? I'll take care of the rest. Is something wrong? Do you hate your job? I don't hate it. It's just not... I'm just not sure if I could do a good job of it. You're talking nonsense again. From what you've told me, you have a good future as a knight. The topic, maybe I'm not cut out to be a royal guard, has come up several times since I met Leon. Each time, Leon objectively analyzes the commander and my colleagues were telling me and encouraged me. Well, if you say so, it's probably true. What a good friend! He's encouraging his friend who has doubts about his career. What a good friend. Good job, Leon. I always ask you the same thing, so why don't you have confidence in yourself? Confidence! Hi, Choco! Thank you so much for the raid, my sweet. Hi, how was stream? I can't wait to watch the VOD. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. Welcome in, everyone. My name's Ashley. I'm a cute pink magical girl, a VTuber, and anime artist. We're playing a visual novel game. It's called Night Case Files. Honestly, like now that we're playing it, it kind of makes sense why it's called Night Case Files. It's because it's literally a knight talking about his experience, his job. Chocoberries is pretty good. I mostly just yapped about everything. Oh, I love that. I can't wait to watch it after this stream. Right now, this is a knight and this is a baker. This is Willem. And this is Leon. Leon is a baker from a palace, and then and then Wilhelm is a knight in the palace, and they're talking about how there was a weird situation where the daughter died, but usually they cremate bodies and she wasn't cremated. So it's like, that's weird, that's suspicious. Also, it's inferred that like someone is gonna die and be reborn, and we don't like, we're just figuring it out, honestly. There's a lot of pretty men in this game. Pretty good. I mostly just yapped, and I'm happy you yapped, my sweetie. I'm happy you're back. I can't wait to hear from you more. Leon says that and puts down his pen. I put notes away. Oh, I forgot to mention, I play mostly League of Legends, just chatting and art. Smile. Thank you again, Choco, for sharing your community with me. We'll probably do a collab soon. That's sus, says the detective. True. I think we should go. It's about time. Yes, I've finished the preparations to get back to it this afternoon. I'll go home. Bro just hopped. I stand up with the paper bag in my hand. The sunlight, which has been shining in my eyes this whole time, has begun to soften. My next assignment is tomorrow's afternoon, so I'm heading back to Shane's castle just to take a nap and get ready for work tomorrow. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow? Well, I'll say hi if I see you. I won't be at the royal palace for my duties tomorrow. His Majesty will be attending a friend's tea party, and I'll be escorting him. I won't be able to see Leon before that. Oh, don't worry. We'll definitely see each other. Oh? This is... They're kind of cute. Oh my gosh. Leon says, secret. He seemed to be hiding something, but it doesn't matter. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. I also decided to leave quickly and leave the palace kitchen. You already know people be shipping those two together. You already know. Do you think everyone's just gonna like ship each other? Like ship every interaction we have? Main street of the street? I greet my fellow knights as I leave the palace. After walking out on the front door and down about 10 steps, I could see a lively city. The hour where merchants crowd the streets is over, and the inhabitants of the royal city will buy what they need for their daily lives. The cool sunlight eases the cold. I walk through the bustle of people. I love visual novels. The atmosphere change, the background change is so cool. There's so many people living in their own lives in this country. Until half a year ago, I was an ordinary citizen of the city. Oh, flashback. I am the only son of the well-known arms dealer who has a shop in the royal capital of the Phoenix Kingdom. Back then, I was a young man who tended the store instead of his father. He's often mistaken for a criminal, and he has a misshapen body. Huh. Back then, I was just a young man who tended the store instead of his father. He's often mistaken for The father is often mistaken for a criminal, and he has a misshapen body. Our main products are kitchen knives and scissors. We also have farming tools available on request. In a peaceful country, there's no need for weapons. So it's only when you enter the back of a store that you finally understand that this is a weapon store, not a tool shop. No, maybe that's not entirely true. Damn, he has like weapons? That's crazy. When you see a few dusty swords hanging on the wall, they seem unnecessary. Most of the time you just think they must have made the weapons in the past and leave. But sometimes I was keeping the store, people would ask me about them. Is that a real sword? They might have asked. I, William Jade, a man who has guided customers who understand my father's skills in the workshop. It has been the son of arms dealer for I've been the son of an arms dealer for 18 years. I have not met with any fate or misfortune that has changed my life, and I don't want to. But sometimes I wonder. Looking back at my life, it seems that it started to change little by little. It was an event that anyone could experience. It was a fantasy I imagined after giving in to my fears. A thought crossed my mind of any teenager, and well, I started helping the family business. A snake appeared under the light of the crescent moon. These events don't have magnitude to be called fate. Moments when a person or something crosses my everyday life, a unique intersection. Wait, I'm so confused. Is this guy just like... And there was a snake that night, which means something. Leon once forced me to write, live as the protagonist of your own life, but I don't want to be the hero of the story. I don't even think I'll be good at it. To be someone bright, strong, and kind, the kind of person who solves all problems, is the complete opposite of me and who I am. If I only had to act as a support for someone this wonderful, I might be willing to do it. So real, so true. I'll only help for someone else. I'll only be the best for someone else. Honestly, I kind of feel that way. Gossip monger, hey, have you heard the rumors of the corpse killer? Nani? The name corpse killer is very strange. It makes him sound like he's someone dangerous. When I turn around surprised, I see housewives chatting amongst themselves. The chismes, the gossip. I heard the rumors. He's a new legend? League of Legends? The talk is all the rage with the Capital Guard. Yes, that's it. They're gossiping. Chismes. The Phoenix Kingdom is the home of the corpse killer. Before you're reborn as a phoenix, a messenger dressed in a black comes to see if you committed any crimes. If you're guilty, he kills you again. Oh, and now the plot is making sense. Those rumors were popular when I was young. They say it was a man who was a murderer or a thief who loved corpses. In the Phoenix Kingdom, there are still creepy urban legends. A man who died of illness before his wedding and wanders in search of his bride. A grim reaper who hunts for souls and filled their lives with evil, but still won't repent. The serpent that drags the living into the depths of the earth to be enslaved. They're all legends with the moral that if you don't live a good life, bad things will happen to you after you die. There are other legends the housewives talked about too, like those about slavers or a corpse killer. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's always the same, isn't it? The housewives moved to the next topic as they walked. A killer of corpses. Now that I think about it, why are the Capital Guard's rumors being discussed in the town? I look at the sky. Rumors spreading is inevitable. Period. Today is a clear day. It is a refreshing autumn day, and the white clouds floating in the blue sky spread out like bird wings. Perhaps because of the similar coloring, it looks like a uniform of the Royal Guard. Too bright. I'm gonna go home and sleep. I've already finished my work, so let's stop thinking about that. My everyday life changed when I became a knight working at the kingdom instead of an ordinary citizen. As a newcomer, I've been assigned two main tasks: guard the grounds of the royal palace and to train with Franz or Commander Lich. From time to time, there are courses to learn about aristocratic society. In some situations, I've sent out on missions. Since becoming a knight, I no longer live at my parents' house, but the second base as the Royal Guard. I was thinking of living with my parents, but my father told me, don't come back unless you have something to do. My mother said, it's great that you can live in a palace. They could think about me a little more, couldn't they? Oh, parents. Aware of my tiredness, I took a pastry from the paper bag. It's called the brioche from the neighboring country. It's sweet and has many rich flavors like butter, eggs, milk, and sugar. Ah, it sounds so yummy. Whether I'm having a bad day or I'm tired, I want to eat the sweet things Leon gives me. I do too. I do too. Maybe I'll become a baker too. While Leon is working at the Royal Palace, I fulfill my duties as a knight. It is a peaceful way to live. Until the next day. William's POV, Shane Castle in front of the commander's office. Fighting back sleepiness, I approach the commander's office. Before taking a nap, I need to inform him that my watch is over. If I knock on the door and there's no answer, I'll leave a brief report on the commander's desk. I knock on the door hoping that my report will be enough. Commander, it's William Jade. I finished my guard at the Royal Palace, and I have come to inform you. Welcome, Will. Come in. I knew it. He's there. I don't see him at the palace. I hear the commander's voice through the door, and I enter. Oh! Excuse me, Shatton? There's William, the promising welcomer. Besides the commander, there's another person in the office. It's Shatton, looking good in his black Capitol Guard uniform. The two are sitting across from each other in the office desk. How are your injuries? In the case of the Marguerite impersonator, Shatton crossed swords with the enemy and died. However, Shatton is descendant of the Phoenix clan, and as a result, he woke after his death, resurrected as phoenixes do. Okay, so they actually do resurrect him, but I fully don't understand it. But Shatton was born as a human as me. Even so, after his death, he became an immortal phoenix. So he's immortal. It's not too bad. No, I can't lie. This is awful. Worse than any other dream I've had. I'm smoking to distract. He's a smoker! He's a phoenix smoker! I'm smoking to distract myself, but it hurts so bad I think my wound is trying to reopen. Shatton slooshes a deep breath on the couch, smoking his cigarette. Huh? Are you really okay? Sorry to worry you. As long as I get treatment and rest, I'll make a good recovery. Right, Sir Phoenix? Of course. We Phoenixes have a great talent for healing. If you stay quiet, you'll improve. That's kind of cool. At the question, the commander smiles happily. The commander, as a member of the Phoenix clan, is definitely the one of the happiest clans increase in number. What does the commander smoke cigarettes too? Are they all smoking? Looking at the ashtray in the middle of the table, I noticed cigarette butts on the commander's side. I thought the commander didn't smoke, but does he have cigarettes? I would have never guessed. Well, have you come to report your mission is complete? Yes. I was distracted by the ashtray, but the commander brings my attention back to him. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Not particularly. The area I was in is quiet, and the day was uneventful. That's good. Was Leon in the kitchen? Was he where he was supposed to be? Yes, he was there today and gave me some bread. Oh no, the middle one is hot? Yeah, you know, that's my type. That's my type. I asked how he and Leon came to know each other, huh? You know Leon, the bread maker who's mentoring His Majesty? Yes, yes, I know him. I've known him since he was an infant. Dang, we're at the... There's no shot Leon is not royalty. There's no shot Leon is a prince, right? This baker dude is a prince. There's no way. I love dark-haired the most. Wink, wink, blows kisses at the streamer. What? Teehee? Woo? Yeah, yeah. I also like dark-haired beauty's winky face. I'm surprised. I thought you knew. How's Leon? He said he was trying out a new yeast fermentation process. I see. Shatton's been listening to our conversation, and now he looks at me quizzically. Is that a real word? Can I use the word quizzically? Quizzically. He looks at me quizzically. No. Commander Lich, are we talking about the same Leon as... Hey, Shatton, can you be quiet for a moment? Ooh! Who is Leon? Who is that man? They're teasing us. You both have terrible personalities. I love the middle guy. What's that? I wish you'd stop insulting me out of nowhere. That is so funny. Man, I wish you'd just stop insulting me. It's an adverb? Wow, that's crazy. You know Leon too, Sir Sutton? Not sure. It's the nickname of someone I know. A nickname? So his name's not even Leon. What? Who is this man? Who's Leon? Who is this baker? They continue to talk amongst themselves, and there's no room for me to interject. They have several thick documents in front of them. The wording of the documents suggests that they are contracts and land right documents. What is that? Here are your... Oh, initiation proceedings, Shatton. I'm trying to get him to join the Royal Guard. The commander smiles, but Shatton just glares at him. Commander Lich, lying is a bad mood when I'm trying to build trust. They're kind of funny. This is a contract that allows me to help the Royal Guard while remaining a member of the Capital Guard, isn't it? Ah, that's why he's here. I suspect the commander and Chatan will continue to see each other in the future. The commander wants strong people to join the Royal Guard, but Chatan is more attached to the Capital Guard. But you have the title of Grand Duke to allow such a man to be a mere Capital Guard. That's not the point, Lich. If you want to talk about nobility, then as the Guard Duke, I'm superior to you in command and could order you to do what I want. Hey, yo! He says... How do you say that? What is it? You want provocation and you've lost your pretty face. Your manners are not worthy of nobility. I'm gonna say that to the next person that pees me off. You're gonna lose your pretty face. Your pretty face. Your face is the only thing that resembles a bend. You're too coarse. As soon as the commander mentions Abens? Am I saying that right? Abens. How about Abens? Abens' name, Chitin's wrinkles his brow. His anger is clear. Hey, why did you just mention my grandfather's name? It makes me sick. Am I wrong? Your grandfather was more amiable. His manners were excellent. The commander flashes a small smirk to tease Chitin. It is a sarcastic, mocking smile. Holy, the music. The music! He said you like me better than that heartless bastard. Dang, the language! What is this? What is that word? Can someone say that word? What is that? What does that word mean? Oh my gosh. I'm a phoenix with a beautiful white wings. That's cute. He's a white phoenix. That's cute. And he's like a black phoenix, I guess? So that's what you are. You lack education and showing. Your lack of education is showing. I'm gonna go back to my room. I don't want to get involved with this. That's so funny. If they keep going like this argument is going to be a fight. I finished my report. I'm going. He's a smart man. I keep my voice low as I leave. I run back to my room to avoid any chance of getting involved. You know what? I actually am understanding the game now. The game is literally we are a knight and we are just living our lives and there's plot. How fun. As soon as I get into my room, I collapse on the bed. I almost got into trouble the second time I got to Shane Castle. A lot of these visual novel games, there's like a plot about the main character. But actually, in this game, I think that it's actually not about like the main character. The story is not about him, which is like very interesting. You're just kind of like going about life, right? And you're just like watching people. It's like a watching people kind of game where you just like interact with people and you learn more about them. It's a kind of voyeuristic kind of game. It's a type of bird? Wow. The weather rooster with the north. Oh, there you go. It's a bird. Okay, I thought it was an insult. I don't want to change my clothes, so I lie down on the bed with my uniform on. I pull my tie and try to rest. Are they going to show a picture of him doing that? Or are they just... Okay, they don't do that. If I pull the sheets over my head and close my eyes... I was going to say, that is the most fan-service opportunity if I've ever seen one. They didn't do it. The only thing I feel is a sheet softer than the one I used in my parents' house. I was going to say partner. Parents' house. And the pillow saturated with my own scent. Okay. That was so... Was that not like such a specific detail? And the pillow was saturated with my own scent. That is such a Wattpad journalism if I ever heard one. I want to fall asleep quickly. I need to sleep to organize my thoughts. I want to be submerged in the darkness. Me for real. And forget everything else. Dang. Press 1 if you relate to that. For real. For example, my colleague's joke last night while I was on the night duty. He told me that a civilian had entered the palace. When I asked where, he didn't answer, but it felt like he might point his finger at me at any moment. The more I think about it, the worse it feels. He didn't actually say anything. Maybe I should have laughed? Was that kind of funny? Was it kind of funny? That's how I feel. This is literally me in my head. I'm literally the knight. When people say something funny, and I'm just like, wait, should I have laughed at that? Was that supposed to be funny? Oh no, I missed my opportunity to laugh, and now they know I don't think it's funny. He's a member of the Royal Guard, but he's only enrolled temporarily to get some education. I understand why they don't like me. Oh, me for real. I'll inform the commander of France later. The commander really hates people who act like that. Dang. I've only had enough of the accusations of dereliction. Oh my gosh, I don't know any of those words. Leon's bread is delicious. The commanders have been nicer since Shatan started cooperating with the Royal Guard. I saw a cat in the city and chased it. Maybe it would have been better if I brought some clothes that weren't black. Maybe secondhand? A lot of random things come to mind. Do you guys, when you go to sleep, is this how your brain kind of flows? I feel like, for me, I have to actually think about my day for it to flow. Otherwise, I could literally just like not remember anything. I feel like I have to remember things. I have to put an effort to remember things if I want to remember it. Otherwise, it's just gonna be lost in my head forever. Events from yesterday, totally different events. I'm still conscious, but I'll soon be asleep. Chocolate Berry says I dream about my fictional husbands. Period. I'm sleepy. I'm about to fall asleep. My eyelids don't open at all. My body feels heavier. The darkness swallows me. I'm so deep in the dark, I don't even notice daylight. Time melts away. My consciousness gets soft at the edge. It's comfortable. Man, do you love visual novels? I feel like they're so poetic sometimes. I hear shoes hitting the ground and the sounds of life outside the castle. Chocoberry says I journal about my day so I don't have to think about it on bed. Otherwise, I stress too much. I journal / post it on my alt account what I did that day, but I still have to like really think hard about what I did because otherwise I won't remember. I have a hard time remembering the next day. I don't really know why that is. Maybe because I'm not learning enough things and that my brain is just starting to forget everything. Like my memory is not good anymore because I just don't practice memory, like working on my memory. So for me, I have to really focus on I think I am kind of losing my memory. I think it's because I don't like try to improve it at all. I've reached that point in life where I also have to write everything down on a list because I will forget. It's kind of funny though, because like I'll forget, but I'll always remember later. But when I remember it later, it's useless, if that makes sense. Like there's no point. Like I needed the information at that time, and now that I have it in the future, it doesn't help me in any way. You know what I mean? Kind of weird. Clapping, then dry, papery schmack. It sounds like a book being snapped shut. Oh, I want to read more. I'm kind of obsessed with reading right now, guys. After a brief pause, there is a clinking sound and the door to the room opens. I wake up, my senses grow sharper. Whoa, the wake up transition is good. The bright white of the morning sun has changed to the orange of dusk. Yay! Our night had a good rest. I sit up and stretch. I don't feel bad at all. I think I slept half a day. Oh, someone's in our room. Did I wake you up? Yeah, it's fine. I had to get up early anyways. He doesn't notice that there's a man in our room. Oh, I see. Do you have things to do tonight? That's right. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Kay, his roommate. I thought it was just like a random stranger and he was just kind of like being a silly unaware knight. Like he doesn't realize there's like another person with him. I turn towards the door. It's Franz, my roommate, who enters the room. Isn't it crazy your roommate's like so older and just like really skilled and prestigious? Franz used to live in a mansion here in the capital, but then his wife got pregnant. She and their daughter returned to the estate and Franz came to the Shane Castle. That's about when I joined the Royal Guard, so he took me under his wing. Franz carries in several books and piles of papers, place them on his desk. Slowly, a paper mountain grows as he adds more to the stack. Oh gosh, he's like the cheerful dad, but that also just like kills everyone. Are you writing again? He's a writer. Yes, it's the report of the Marguerite impersonator case. It's a challenge, but not many others can handle it. Franz sits down in his well-occupied desk. You're right. There's people in the Royal Guard who don't even know that there was an investigation. It's safer to keep these things secret. The commander was very cautious, saying he didn't know if there were traitors around. His Majesty had just ascended to the throne at the time, of course. The investigation of this case was carried out secretly with the permission of King Leonhard. After all, the subject of the investigation was a duke. If it had been discovered, it would have been treated as an insult against the nobility, or evidence couldn't have been erased. Commander Lich and His Majesty were in delicate positions. Since the Royal Guard is mostly made of nobles, the investigation was kept to an elite, trustworthy circle. Well, I'm common, so I guess no one needed to worry about my aristocratic ties. Hey, Will, do you like writing? Huh? You're in a merchant family, so you learned to read and write, didn't you? I'm not sure what you're getting at, but didn't the commander order you to write the report, sir? He did, even though I'm not very good at this. The commander should have taken care of this himself. He asked me to do it since he was going to negotiate with Shatan. Hearing the name, it reminds me of the argument I witnessed earlier. Speaking of, what happened to them? They were arguing, and it looked like it might escalate when I left. Shatan and Commander? That'll be a lover's quarrel then. They'll be fine. A lover's quarrel? The commander looked like he was about to draw a sword. Yes, but the commander is allowed to hurt Sir Shatan's lover is too much light. Lover is much too light a word for them. What are you talking about? Hehe, you still don't get it, do you, Will? No, what part of that made any sense? Are they actually lovers? Is that BL? Sir Shatan denied it all. Sorry, Sir Shatan denied all that. I'm not going to explain it. Maybe it's better if you just don't understand. Dang. Fran smiles despite him cutting me off so rudely. Have you ever had that happen to you? Yeah, I do that all the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do that all the time to you guys. Hi, Misa. Hi. I do that all the time. Every time people don't understand what's actually happening, I just let it be. I just let it be. The most respected member of the Royal Guard, former Commander Ben, is Shatan's grandfather, right? Hey. Misa, how are you? Hope you're doing good. How's your day? Yes, that's what I heard. Oh my gosh. The 10th Commander. Choco, there's another one! Choco, there's another one for you. Positive says your most recent waitress or waiter. Oh, compliment my most recent waitress or waiter. Can it be myself? Because I feed myself. Let me think. Who is my last waiter? You know what? I actually do have a last waiter. My last waiter was a sweet Korean, like, I'm pretty sure she was like a mother or a grandmother. She was so sweet. She was so kind. She brought me all of my Korean food so delicately. And she was like explaining it to me, you know, because like there's no Asians in Arizona. So she's like, I'm sure it's just something she's used to. She has to explain every single dish. And she's like explaining what it is. And I'm like, I know, but this is so nice. This is so cute. I don't know. She was cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what's really funny? It's so funny. I remember being there and I remember like she asked me if I wanted chopsticks, but she didn't ask like anyone else. It was so funny. It was so funny. Wait, why does he look attractive? You know, these visual novels, they just, there's a type for everyone, you know? There's a type for every single one of you guys. He was famed for his sharp mind and leadership, the best of his generation. There was a lot of respect for him even now. There's still talk about how wise his judgments were and how decisive his... I don't even remember who this guy is, but there's something more important about him. Oh, it's Abin. Abin was born the blessing of eternal youth. There you go, positive. You like... You like them looking young, I guess. A gift of the Phoenix Clan ancestry. He was born an ordinary man, but the years hardly changed him, and he lived a long life due to his great magical power. Are they all magical boys? They must all be. Therefore, Sir Abend gave up knighthood and called on the commander to join the knighthood in his stead. At that time, the only known member of the Phoenix Clan living in the kingdom was Commander Lich. Knowing how quickly humans age and die, companionship with someone long-lived must have been appealing. Notably, Sir Shatan is apparently the mirror image of Sir Abin. Are they? Is that right? Have you ever had this happen where people are like, oh my gosh, I had this happen to me at work one time where it was so crazy. Okay, like I've mentioned before, there's not a lot of Asians in Arizona, right? So like, when people see me, they're like, oh my gosh, it's a rare commodity. And there was this guy who was so funny. He was like, oh my gosh, you look like my girlfriend. And then he like pulls up a picture of his girlfriend and we do not look alike. We're just Asian. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Notably, Sir Shatan is apparently the mirror image of Sir Abid. Cool. They don't even have the same eye color. Oh, they literally mentioned that. That's so funny. That's so funny. They literally mentioned that as soon as I said it. There were differences in their eye color, their style, and their personalities, but those who were only noticeable up close. There's no way Commander Lich isn't worried. Period. Stay afraid. That's what I say. Stay afraid. I heard that Sir Lich and Sir Admund had a deep, intense relationship. How do I get one of those? Perhaps it was enough to stir the commander's heart. Gosh dang. Perhaps because the commander had been in battle for so long that he feels compelled to fight when he meets someone strong. That's right, he's a fighting addict. Me and League. A maniac. They'll kill each other for the name of training. Can't you do something about it? Not all Asians look the same. Random Asian dude? No, random dude from Arizona? That's what I'm saying, positive. That's what I'm saying, bro. It was so funny. I wish I could show you that experience that I had. Where like he pulls out the image and like I look at the image and I look back up at him. I'm just like, oh, I was like, oh, that's so funny. Like what do you say to that? What do you say to that? Killing each other is an expression of friendship. Huh? And affection from the commander. Uh-huh. Huh? Wait, is it because they're phoenixes that they like actually kill each other? That's crazy. Would you kill immortal people for the attention of someone else? That's a thought. That's a thought experiment right there. The trouble is that the commander wants to fight for pleasure because he's too powerful. Damn, he's just a sadistic man then, no? I didn't even know Ash was Asian when I first met her. Yeah? Everyone thinks I'm white! That's crazy. You know what's funny is everyone says that. Everyone says that. Everyone says that. Everyone thinks I'm white, which is fair. I feel like I'm very American, I must admit. That is fair. I grew up American. I don't speak any languages. But I must stand strong and say I am definitely more Asian than some Asians I've ever met, okay? So I'll stand proud on that. Let's see. Loki didn't notice you were Asian, but I have some form of face blindness. That's just crazy. My chat doesn't believe I'm Asian. I'm Asian, chat. Believe me, please. I swear I'm Asian. I swear. Okay. This is crazy. Because I don't believe it. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta use chopsticks on stream? Do I have to stream me using chopsticks? Oh my gosh. Really? Name your favorite anime? The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Oh my gosh, chat. This can't be real. I've been streaming for years and no one believes me. Ashley has a support machine. Don't forget I'm Asian. Don't forget Asian in the Oh my gosh, he has the blood of the Phoenix clan so he can revive. They're actually killing each other. They're actually killing each other. This is so funny. This is such a good visual this is I was actually thinking there was gonna be like dramatic plot in this visual novel. This visual novel's goofy AF. This visual novel is so silly. These men literally want each other and they're literally killing each other to impress each other because they can, because they're phoenixes and they just respawn. That's crazy. Full of LP and talent. Oh, Misa, just stop. Just stop. My ego's gonna get too big. And then, you know... Taco says, put Asian in the tag. You might get weird people in chat. I think I do have Asian as a tag. Do I not? Is my chat weird people? Dang. You know what? I actually haven't had any weird things, I don't think, in chat. I have had weird, like, Asian fetish kind of things in real life, but not in chat, I don't think. Respawn is the new resurrect. Respawn is accurate to what's going on here. I won't go into details, but Sir Shatton says the only good thing about Sir Lich is his face. Dang! Have you ever been told that? Have you guys ever been told that, like, the only good thing about you is your face? I think... Oh my gosh. I think it's kind of a red flag. I remember I would, like, ask people, like, why they like me, right? And, like, I feel like if the first thing they say is my face, I think we can't. No, wrong answer. They didn't say my League of Legends gameplay. They said my face. They said my personality. They didn't say I was good at League. Gosh dang it. L. Oh my gosh. Taco says, I'm glad you didn't have to deal with that. So no people in your chat was ever like, damn girl, you're looking fine. Oh, there has been that. But not specifically because I'm Asian. There was this one person where I thought it was so funny. My mods, on the other hand, were concerned and they were not laughing. I was laughing. There was this one person, like, is a rando. We don't know who this rando is. There's one rando in chat. He was like, give me a number for your hand in marriage. Give me a number so I can date you. And I was just like, oh, you can't buy me. You need to be good at League of Legends. You need to... You know for a fact this man doesn't play League of Legends if he's trying to buy my happiness. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. That's why Ashley's a VTuber. Wait, why am I a VTuber? I guess I'm a weird... Oh my god, Shako. I can't be here. Oh, real lore. The wonders of being a pretty. I don't know, chat. I don't know. It kind of hurts my feelings if you just say you like me because I'm pretty. Kind of hurts my feelings. I have all this raw League of Legends talent, and you're just gonna say I'm pretty? I don't know. It's kind of funny. It makes me think of, like, would you rather be really good at League or be ugly? Thought experiment. Oh man, France says it confidently, but I can't say I'm certain. There's no point in getting involved in his affairs and fights. It's none of my business. Honestly, me. None of my business. But what do you want for dinner? Will you be back late? Do you guys do this normally? I do this all the time. And it's because I'm Asian, by the way, is why I have this mindset. Do you guys always ask other people, like, if they're gonna eat dinner or when they're gonna eat? Because I do that, and maybe it's not an Asian thing, but I think it is, because I feel like no one ever asks me if I'm gonna eat. Like, if you're with someone and you're, like, hanging out and you're just like, oh, like, did you eat or are we gonna eat? And it's always like that. But also, I feel like maybe eating is just a common thing, maybe, actually. I don't know, but I feel like no one asks me that. I feel like I'm always the one asking that. I'll eat bread if Leon made it when I take a break. You come here for the magical girl content, period. As you should. I was wondering what smelled so good in the bag. Had to be bread. Ugh, bread. I like how the music is kind of like... You know what would be really funny? If there was, like, really sensual music while they eat the bread. Aw, they're sharing bread, chat! They're sharing bread! Okay, I'll treat you dinner before the shift starts. Is that a fair trade for the bread? Dinner for bread is a crazy trade-off. That is so cool. Your food is that good. Someone would trade a whole dinner just to get your bread. That is so cool. That is goals right there. Does Ashley own chopsticks? Are you serious? Am I gonna have to take a picture of my like utensil my utensil drawer? Do I have to show you my chopsticks? This is getting out of hand, chat. This is getting out of control. This is so silly. I'm gonna take a picture of my chopsticks. I'm gonna take a picture of my soup spoons, and I'm gonna show you all. That's crazy. Choco says in Latin American culture, we center everything around meals. If we hang out, we plan around it. Oh, there you go. I sent you a picture of my chopsticks. Please respond. Do you guys like wooden or metal chopsticks? I have both. I'm gonna be honest. I like wooden chopsticks more. Is that a hot take? Also, I want a pair of flat chopsticks because when I went to that Korean place to eat with that Korean older lady, she was very sweet. She gave me like flat chopsticks. I've never really had flat chopsticks. I don't know if they make the meal more enjoyable, but I just want one for variation, for just so I can have some variety in my life. Wooden, I have wooden because metal are hard to find. I see. Don't forget, guys, don't use your wooden chopsticks for raw meat. Don't do it. Are you trying to bribe me? I was young once. I know what kind of appetite a growing lad has. The proposal is attractive. I should say that. The proposal is attractive. I have what I need as a royal guard, but it's left me short of coin. I'm never left starving. I don't get to share a table with others. And what hypothetically happens after I go with you and we eat? I go directly to the west brand of the Capital Guard since it'll be close on time. I'm supervising a joint special training session between the Royal Guard and the Capital Guard. I don't think I can make it. Then I have to go to my parents' house. Special training for someone who's not used to seeing it seems inhumane. However, it's a reasonable sort of training. Testing blades against human corpses, that's crazy. Why is this highlighted? There's a humans is defined in this game. That's really funny. Wanna know why Ash plays League of Legends? Because she's a legend? True. So real. In the Phoenix Kingdom, weapons are tested and skills are tied using the bodies of executing criminals. This is one of the only acts of aggression that knights can perform on this peaceful place. Becoming a knight means to get ready to deal with some people with force. For those who have never faced battle, having to use violence at all is stressful. Me for real. Me for real. I thought it was because she's out of my league. Oh, that was pretty good, Chaco. You're so smooth with it. You got so much riz. I can't handle you, girly. I'm looking away. How do I recover? Choco Berry, reject me so I can move on. Reject me so I can move on, please, 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 please. Some assigned to a department without weapons or leave the order because they can't face it. It is the final test to be a knight. Dang, you gotta like stab when you're a knight. I see, what a shame. I hope you'll come to train with us someday. Yes, it'll happen, but maybe not for some time. Well, I guess the old fellow won't force you to participate, but when you're ready to raise a sword against a person, if it's for a good reason, maybe. Choco versus no, you're too good for me. You have to reject me, Choco. You have to reject me. I can't move on. I can't move on. A new knight is never supposed to draw blood. Is it wrong not telling him to drop the topic of testing my metal? Is that how you say it? Metal on corpses? I always worry that I'll say something at the wrong time. Me for real! That things will end badly. Me for real! He's so relatable, just like me for real. It's a stupid problem to deal with, and I'm tired of it. I can change the subject. Friends, I forgot to report something last night's mission. Please, could you tell the commander? Is it a problem? Yes, sir. There's a nobleman in the Royal Guard who is mistreating common folk in the order. The commander hates that behavior, so he'll want to know about it. He's just a noble son who's here to get some education and connections. Yes, that kind of behavior can't be tolerated. You must have been uncomfortable. Are you all right? I'm fine, thanks. I only reported it because the commander would be mad at me if I did not report it. Me at work. I get out of bed, time to get changed. I pull out a typical outfit, plain black clothes and outerwear. They're old clothes, but they still fit me comfortably. He's just like me for real. I also wear clothes that are kind of old, but they fit me like perfectly. You know, you start thinking and acting mature at the strangest times. I don't know if it's a good thing or if you're just simple-minded. I think I'm just simple-minded. You're young, you should be enjoying your freedom, broadening horizons. I'm 18 years old. I am a man, not a child. They fit because I'm small. I think I'm average size. Thank you very much. I think I'm average size. You know what? Young people don't like being treated like children, right? Doesn't it bother you, your daughter, when you treat her like a child? I don't think she minds. Isn't she like 6 years old? Of course she doesn't mind. Is that what you think? I think you're getting a bit cross with me. Not at all. What are you worried about? I'm relieved. Let me know if anything's bothering you, including me, alright? Sure, I'll tell you. If I don't express my feelings in words, no one will know how I feel. Period. Express yourself, chat. I'm not mad, so I just act as usual and start getting dressed. Seemingly relieved to see everything is normal, Franz turned back to his desk, picked up a pen, and opens a folder to begin working. It doesn't take me long to get dressed. I take the loaves of bread I got today from my desk and tuck them into my trunk. Oh, he looks nice in his casual fit. I'm leaving, Franz. Good luck. Oh yes, come back in good time so I can brief you on tomorrow's assignment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have a commander whatever warfare fit, and it's gonna look like this kind of attire, because this attire is so pretty. It's finally time for you to escort His Majesty. I think you'll find yourself at home with him. Is that supposed to be comforting? You don't sound glad to hear it. Anyways, good luck. You're not supposed to be relaxed with the king. Things could turn deadly if things unexpectedly happen. You know what this is? This is actually a true visual novel. I think I'm so used to dating sims. I'm just waiting for the dating part to happen. And the dating part is not gonna happen because there's no technical... This is not a romance visual novel. But I just can't help, because I play so many dating sims. I just can't help but wait for it. I'm waiting for it and it's never happening. Actually, this is not a dating sim. Calm down. There's no romance. It's kind of cute though. I'm not used to no romance. This is nice. We're just talking. We're just we're just talking. We're not flirting. It's so nice. Urban myths POV. What does that even mean? Urban myths POV. What does that even mean? When I look up, I see an inverted crescent moon hanging in the sky. You could cut onions with those chins. Delicious. Onions are good for your gut. The normal crescent is considered a sign of good fortune, even revered for granting wishes. Oh my gosh, it's almost 2 hours. If the crescent is beloved, does that mean the inverse crescent is despised? Dang, this is some deep stuff. Thank you for that. Meow, meow, meow. Even if it's a sign of misfortune, I will never forget this moon in my life. The moon smiled down on me, just... do you guys like the moon? I think it's really fun when the moon is like really bright and yellow. It looks like a cheese wheel. I never took on my grim work. You eat now? What are you gonna eat? Goodbye. Thank you for hanging out. 2 swords I received from my father hang off my waist. My task is to test the blade's edge. The target is humanoid. I'm going to the Capital Guard's Western Training Grounds. Tonight, the Kingdom's 2 knights orders are training together. It is a test for the knights, trying their ability to raise a blade and draw blood. The bodies come from executed criminals or from bereaved families with their own reasons. I wear black while I work to avoid notice or recognition. Killing corpses is the second most gruesome job after being an executioner. I don't need any achievements, honors, or anything else. None of this is illegal. All you need is a permit from the government. That's so crazy. You can go on a killing spree just because you have a permit from the government. You won your ranked match? What was your teammates' build? We saw the moon differently because we're on different hemispheres, which is a bit crazy. Is that true? But it's the same moon? Are you serious? That's so cool. We should take a picture of the moon. I'm gonna take a picture of the moon, Choco, and show you when it's like omega big. Because this is just work. He's a working boy. He's working late. Every weapons that my blacksmith's father makes must be tested, not because they're works of art, but because they will end lives. You can see it on Discord. Oh yeah. I'm sorry if you can hear the car outside. I have been told that in the country where my father grew up, because of the blacksmith, combat was an everyday occurrence. So mercenaries could be commissioned to test the blades. But this is an option of the Phoenix Kingdom, or peace reigns. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say resign. When my father opened his weapon shop in Phoenix, Arizona, Phoenix Kingdom, he found mercenaries down by the river. But that sort of mercenary does come... Oh, I'm sorry. The mercenary that comes to a peaceful country isn't likely to be skilled with weapons. He thought about asking knights to test the weapons, but he trusted his skills enough to know that he was making something good. He didn't want attention on him. He was a stranger in a new country. Let's see. Warwick had Nash, Boat Life, Steel, Hydra, Gunship, and Jack Show, while Blitzcrank is Speed Blitz. And you won? Let's go. I love when people like replay their games to me, and then they tell me like why they won or how they won. I love stuff like that. Naturally, I grew up helping my father in the family business, so I've learned to handle various weapons, including everyday tools. You had to carry... Oh, good job. Amazing job. When I told him I wanted to help my father, laughed and said, "You don't have to go that far." Whoa. 1k AP on Kale? Let's go. Dude, AP Kale is frightening. That's not right. Even in a peaceful world, there are still thieves and ruffians, and people die violently. As a citizen of the capital, I have seen my share of horrors. Witnessing those unfortunate corpses, I started thinking. Weapons are tools for killing, so a weapon that does not consider the other one being struck will only bring worse suffering. The doomed living are more important than the already deceased. And so the dead can help the living, those who are doomed to die violently. The thickness of the skin, the rawness of the flesh, and the position of the bones, the weak joints of the human body. Ooh. I believe we must learn these things, and the unfeeling dead can give us knowledge without pain. Weapons are tools for killing. Pride, responsibility, protecting the weak, bringing the guilty to justice. There are many reasons, but in the end, it is always death. That is all. My father manufactures and sells edged weapons, although he says there is not much as demand before. It is selfish of me, as a blacksmith's son, to want these weapons treated with respect. I've gotten used to visiting the Western Branch and going in and out of cold body storage facilities. It's part of my daily routine. I wonder how many times I've come to face with these unspeakable corpses. Was there an older woman? There was. You missed it. There really was. There was not... there may not be war, but there are always sources of death. You know what was funnier, Toaster? They came... The lady was there right after you left. It was very funny. They're silent, but they speak volumes with their conditions and final expressions. It must have been very painful to be slashed by such a dull blade. There's rust on it too. Ooh, you must have endured so much suffering. Did you feel helpless, scared, trying to defend yourself with dagger? That's an interesting concept. He is a knight that needs to kill people, but he wants to kill them as painless as possible. Gore says there was a whole horde of older women, a bountiful amount of women. There was, you missed it. You really missed it. It was really funny. Like right when you left, it was just so many women. I didn't even know which one I liked more, honestly. The corpses in the morgue speak eloquently on their deaths. This cold still room is a maelstrom. Is that how I say it? Of death and passions. I can hear the last unheard pleas of help, help. I can't save this man from his death, but if his assailant has used a good blade, at least he wouldn't have suffered so badly. Interesting concept. What am I thinking about? It doesn't matter what I think. It's best to forget it. Aren't these people like criminals? Aren't these people like bad people and like we're killing them? I'm not saying like you shouldn't have empathy for them. I'm just saying like, aren't these like bad people that probably like hurt others? And you know, maybe this is too deep. You know, I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating a fact. I'm not really saying anything, if I'm being honest. Is there even anyone who agrees with me in the first place? The urban legend of the corpse killer. As I look at the corpses lined up in a row, I suddenly hear a voice. Oh wait, maybe it's not. These aren't bad people. Maybe these are the victims. My bad. My bad. The tone of the man's voice is sweet and soft. It does not belong in a horrifying place. I'll never get used to that voice. It is the most deathly voice I've heard. Oh, I forgot. This is we're the kill. I'm so confused. I know like we're the killer. Are we the killer? Although it's not a rule, there is an unspoken agreement that no one should try to discover the identity of others here. Therefore, you should not engage in conversation with those who speak to you, especially those who know your face. The man in clad is in the finest white knight's uniforms in the country, a beautiful color that signals intentions. His blood is not going to be spilled. At least I know this gentleman's uniform will never be stained by my blood. There are many heroes under many names written to this country's military history. In truth, they're all one man. The bloodthirsty Phoenix. He's my boss. I see him almost every day at the Shane. Okay. His brilliant blonde hair and his eerie look, like a fairy tale coming to greet his dead. Isn't it forbidden for you to talk to a commoner like me? The commander treats me like not like Willem Jade, a new knight, but as a weapons expert in charge of testing. It's for good reason. I haven't revealed this side of myself to the Royal Guard. For a year now, citizens of the royal capital known as Corpse Killer has been testing weapons on the dead. And that Corpse Killer is William Jade, a new knight who joined the Royal Guard half a year. What? Plot twist? Really? I'm your client, so shouldn't we talk? Commander Lich points to the swords I received from my father as he responds. The swords are commissioned. Commander Lich ordered them from my father. One blade made to conform perfectly to the fundamentals of weapon design. Easy to hold, not too long, not too heavy, a keen edge, and no bristleness to speak of. The order lacked detail, so we were surprisingly difficult to fulfill. William Afton? The purple guy? It's an ancient piece made of Damascus steel. Excuse me, guys. I can't read. Damascus steel is a steel with extraordinary durability and is said to be rust-proof. There are a few artisans who know the technique required to make it. My father's probably one of the only blacksmiths in the country capable of working with such rare metal. It looks like you have some preparations to make, so why don't we go outside? We might be seen here after all. I think you're only worried about being seen because you're breaking a custom. The Knight of the Royal Guard, the Knight of the Capital Guard in charge is certainly listening in to us. So I follow the commander's suggestion and head to the training ground. I believe you're the one concerned with the opinions of others. He's saying something, but it's difficult to hear, so I just ignore his mumbling. Dude, do people do this to you? My friends do this to me all the time. It is so sad. I say something to them, they don't hear me, and then they don't tell me that they don't hear me, and so I'm just like waiting for a response or something, and then when I ask him like, oh, like what, like, did you hear me? What do you think? And then they're like, oh, I didn't hear you, and I'm just like, they're like, I heard you say something, but I didn't understand it, and then I'm just like, so you heard me say something, but you didn't understand it, and you didn't bother asking what I even said? Isn't that so rude? That's so rude, chat. What the heck? People just ignore me. That's crazy. People just be ignoring me. My gosh. The training ground is surprisingly crowded tonight, since both the Royal Guard and the Capital Guard are in attendance. Looking over, I can see Franz explaining something to the Royal Guard. The commander and I move away from other knights to continue our conversation. Leaning against the wall, I glance over the commander at my right. I don't like that about you. That's crazy. You have a habit of bringing other people's secrets to light, even though you're aware they won't like it. If he behaved normally within and beyond the Royal Guard, he wouldn't have been getting the cold shoulder. Even when I'm blunt to the point of rudeness. What was the question? What do you got, Toaster? The commander's response may not change. It's nice to see someone isn't afraid to speak their mind. I love it when people speak their mind. Tell me. I just told you that I hate you. That I hate your guts. I know. I do these things to make you feel that way. Intentionally. Ayo? Enemies to lovers? I don't understand you. I don't know how many times I've had this conversation with the commander. It's a waste of time. Are you the one who spread the corpse killer rumor? I've started hearing in the city. I'm not that terrible, Will. The Capitol Guard is at fault for that. I see. I understand why they would want to talk about it, though. Have you played the... I have no idea what that is. What is that? What? I don't think so. Talk of a skilled, mysterious mercenary whose true identity is known to the commander, even if he only hid the identity because of his youth. Is that a threat against the Knights of the Capitol Guard, or is he carrying out his own investigation against them? I don't ask for more details. The conversation will go nowhere. This pro tag is so good. Because he has some of my brain, and you know, some of my brain resonates with his thought process. I think of the same thing where I'm just like, I probably shouldn't be asking anything because nothing's probably gonna happen from that. How do you, Commander of the Royal Guard, know this? I wonder why, but what's the point of asking now? Well, I have to see what this game is now that you have brought it to my attention. I need to understand what this is now. BRB. BRB. Oh, you know what? I have it. Do I have it though? I wonder if I have it. I haven't played it, but I've seen it. I don't have it. It's only $2. Wait, why? Oh, I love visual novels. So pretty. Okay. It's only a matter of time. People enjoy ugly stories and secrets. There are members of the Order who want to know how you've gotten so strong. He's got that right. 6 months ago, I set out for the entrance exam to become a knight. However, it was the Capitol Guard that maintains the security of the city, not the Royal Guard. The commander, who knew my true identity, tricked me into taking the Royal Guard exam. That's how I passed. I had no ambitions of greatness or achievements. Hey, why don't you join the Royal Guard in their exercises? No, I refuse. I'm just a mercenary. That's what the papers say, certainly, but you're still a member of the Order. That's only true when I wear white. It sounds so good calling me a Royal Guard, but you're just using that as a threat. I glare at the commander, but his smile just turns darker. He has a talent for making people dislike him. He's a rage baiter. He's a grade A rage baiter, Lich Phoenix. I really like you, corpse killer. You're like a freshly honed blade. Your cold demeanor and sharp words. Your ability to change your mind so quickly. Thanks, I guess. I don't really know how I got into this mess. I'm in the wrong order, but I should be happy that I'm still a knight. And I'm not. I think I can give you this. I can give this to you after today's test. Come pick it up at the Jade Weapons shop. The owner will be waiting for you. This is so like, this is too complicated. He's a knight. He's not a knight. He's the killer. He's not a killer. There's layers, chat. There's layers here. I don't know if my brain can handle the layers. Oh, the commander slowly steps in front of me. I sense incoming trouble. Forget the body. Let's put the swords to test the true combat. It'll be faster. Is that a joke? If we get some distance from the others, we can make it up in a reason to cross blades. I show my dude wants to just kill people. That man might be sus. I think he's rage baiting. I think he just likes to kill. I show my displeasure, but the commander just smiles. In his mind, the matter is already decided. You should fix your twisted, dark personality. That's what he said. Thanks for the advice. Funny, Shiten also said that to me today. Maybe you'd get along. Oh my gosh, he's crazy. He's a little psycho. He's a little freak. He's a little freak. So what sword do you choose? It appears the commander has already decided we'll use the mock battle. There's an Among Us? Yeah, there is an Among Us. I choose a Damn Castile. Surprisingly, I thought you would choose a newer sword. It's more durable if I get in trouble if someone generally breaks the newer sword. How do you know I won't just kill you with a single blow? He's worse than usual. He's worse than usual! That's so funny. Negotiations with Shiten must not be going well. And he's taking it out on me. But if Willem dies, he just dies. And then if Lich dies, he's just gonna revive. It's a backwards answer, but it's a good one. There's no point in those small folk who get praised only by dying. The commander grins, his handsome face collapses. No, he's a monster with a beautiful face. Dang. We both take a sword and move away from the wall, seeing the commander and I and the others gather to watch. I finally realize that that's what the commander wants. Commander, do the other knows who I am? Who knows? Besides, it's all about time you made your debut. I've heard you've been disrespected during missions. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. Suddenly I hear a sound, metal cutting air, I draw my sword. Our swords meet and the commander is just gonna take me by surprise. Ah, you're really amazing. I was certain I could only beat you with the surprise attack. That was a dumb idea. We're crossing untested blades and I can still feel his killing intent. The commander wants my life. A second later, I would be dead. I'm serious. I said I really want to fight, right? Don't hold back. Bro wants to die. I think Lich is just a freak and he loves the rush of death. People approach, but the commander intends to finish things off before he's apprehended. If I hesitate, I die. I put distance between us barely enough to slash at his throat. His hair dances in the wake of my swing. Huh? The commander pushes me away and throws me to the ground. With the sword pointed at me, the only way out is through. I pulled the dagger resting at my waist. Ow. Very good, you're not scared. You're thinking about your next move. I've clearly lost, but I kept my life. All I can do now is look for an opening. Actually, do you have any experience in assassinations? I'm just an ordinary civilian. Don't compare us. How interesting you say that. You and I of the same stuff. You're definitely one of ours. You know this dark side of the world works, and I like that. I recall Shiten telling me not to come to this side. This is bad. Oh. How interesting it would be to see you walk the path of evil. Evil! If that were to happen, our battle would be death. Would be to the death, don't you think? Fighting your life is very fun, you know? Yeah, he's a freak. I already knew it. He was a freak that he just likes to die. He's a freak that likes dying. As if satisfied with his victory, the commander's madness disappears. He smiles and his face is beautiful. Man, it's like hot guys trying to kill you. He gets off me, stands up and puts his sword back in his sheath. When I still don't get up, he extends his hand to me. Don't fade into darkness. Be the moon that shines above everything. The moon? Poet? That's me! Oh my gosh. So me. The moon? Bro is poetic. Oh my gosh. Visible through the clouds, I see waning moon. It is so small compared to the sun. Can such a small light be railed on? Thank you. I think that analogy is perfect to describe a situation. I hope you listen to my advice. I take the commander's hand. I don't want to lie here. When I get up, I see Franz and the others running towards us. I pull my hood up, but it may be too late. Tomorrow will be a troublesome day. Wait, so do people know he's the corpse killer or what? I'm lost. I'm lost in the sauce. Okay, chat. I would love to do more, but I don't have time. It looks like it's going to snow any moment. I say that as if I'm not hopping into this. Okay, well, that was our introduction to Night Case Files. Crazy how, like, it's exactly what it says, which is you are a knight and you're just existing as a knight, and the plot just develops. You have all these characters, you learn about these characters, there's secrets, there's like moral values, who knows. It seems interesting. Yeah, it's a pretty long game. They gave me the whole game, so maybe I will indulge in it in my alone time, but I really liked it so far. I actually don't really play a lot of visual novels where it's just like plot. I play a lot of dating sims, and I feel like dating sims, there's not a lot where it's like fast. I'm sorry, there's not a lot where it's very long, right? The plot is pretty fast. You usually like get your harem and you pick a character and you move forward, get married, live happily ever after. But this one has a lot of like layers, characters, lore. I do appreciate how they set it up for the player. It starts off with like 2 people gossiping. It's really funny. It is pretty nice. There's a lot of personality for sure. And, you know, it does make me want to understand like the secrets, and it is fantasy, so it's kind of fun. I do kind of see the appeal of fantasy now. The fantasy aspect makes the plot unpredictable. It makes the story unpredictable, and I'm curious on what's gonna happen next. Right, the plot heavy you might also have layers. Oh yeah? Can you like TLDR summarize it for me? Like not the whole plot, just like so it gets me interested in it. I actually have a hard time getting into things when people just tell me to play it. You need to like pitch it to me. Like, why should I play the game? Tell me why I should play the game besides that it is a cute visual novel. Maybe it's not cute, but the art is very cute. Who are we rating, chat? You haven't finished the game? We'll finish it together. Smile? I don't know how to raid. We could definitely raid. I'll raid Mina roll. Why not? I haven't raided her in a bit. Mina is playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's a pretty cool game. It has nothing to do with visual novels. And there's my raid message if you guys would like to join me for the raid. I know Mina from Offkai convention. It was very fun. It's a VTuber convention. I met her there for the first time, and she was very fun. We got drunk together, and it was very fun. One of my favorite memories on that trip was holding her hand, and she was really cute, drunk. One of my favorite memories. We were also, I was also in a bunny girl suit, so life was good, you know? Cute girl holding my hand, bunny girl suit, drunk. Life was good. Life was good. She was really cute. But she's also just like a really kind person who has a lot of very interesting interests. Sometimes she does do cam streams, so there's lots of things to learn about Mina over there. So have fun with Mina. Tell her Ashley misses her. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more video games. Raid time! You need to play 33. It's a really pretty game, honestly. Holding hands before marriage? Oops. Oops. I mean, we held